Not the right blue. It's not the right blue. Hello! We are live for another highly anticipated episode of Creative Commons.
Creative Commons! Sorry about that.
With myself and also Q and a pregnant burb.
Yep.
So preggers. So eggers. Sorry. We're just calling her eggers. Hello, Phoenix. Welcome. Hi, hello, and hey. Hello, Lena. Welcome. We're all ready to get our right on tonight and do some indie authory stuff. Tonight's, I'll stop sharing this for the moment. Tonight's beverage of choice is a refilled water bottle with blue raspberry vitamin.
Oh, we're both
blue.
Mine's Glacier Freeze Gatorade Zero.
Mine's just blue raspberry squirt. Hey, monkey. Welcome. We're going to do some sprints tonight. If you're doing NaNoWRIMO or if you're just doing anything, you can do whatever during the sprints. We'll start those shortly once a few people hop in. And then in the meantime, working on... Did we lose the eggers?
Where'd you go?
We lost the eggers.
What are you doing? You gotta just climb down the blanket.
Ready? Oh gosh.
Where's she at? Where's the baby?
There she is. Baby. The baby with eggers.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Mambo. Bambino.
So if anyone is wanting to get birds in the future, they be horny.
Don't.
Just don't.
Like here's the thing about here's my soapbox moment for the night on getting birds.
Yeah.
If you are ever gonna get a bird, number one, get a boy. Number two, rescue. Don't buy them from the pet store. The exotic bird trade is terrible and horrible. And don't support them. Rescue your birds. Rescue them. Rescue the old babies, because it's always the old babies who need homes, because people forget how long they live. Like, she's only a third of the way through her lifespan. Just do that. But also just don't, because they're going to stress you the hell out by having eggs when they're not supposed to be having eggs. And she's definitely going to have eggs again, because I just weighed her. And she should not be that weight if she was normal, not pregnant, Mambo. It's either that or she's suddenly very fat, but I know that's not the case.
Oh no, she does love them nuts, and that's a better color. That's a better color. That'll do.
Yeah, Phoenix, you're right. Pet babies, they should be rescued. The only way they should be from a breeder is in preservation of the breed, and it should be a certified breeder, not scammers and people. But if it's in the interest of saving the breed from extinction and stuff, then sure. But otherwise, rescue, especially with parrots.
Yeah.
But like sun conures, not endangered. They good. Rescue.
They're fine. They'll be okay.
No.
Yeah, I just have fur babies.
Thank you very much.
But I think it's also a girl thing. Just saying. I think it might be a girl thing. So much extra.
She is. Like, I had 2 boy parrots before her. I didn't have any of the stress.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you so fretful?
Megan _
Just is. I'm
Fun?
so like.
Did I spell that right? Yeah. So herbs and baby girls are work. Just their work. They're extra special.
I tell Mama, thanks for submitting to Actually. I did not read them. I just saw that you did submit to the Actually channel. I did not read them. I didn't do it. I just kind of like, you get those notifications in Discord. And you're like, oh, what's that? And you click and go, oh, it's that. And then I saw your name and I saw what channel I was reading. I was like, oh shit, don't look at it.
I don't look. She did like blot out the answers, so that helps.
I just don't want to like go in already knowing the question, because then I'm going to sit here and think about it.
Think about it, what's wrong.
Ready. I want, this has got to be on the spot
right.
stuff. So thank you for submitting to that. Yeah.
Ooh, we can actually do a gradient. Yes. Let's do a gradient. This is not my book, obviously.
Yeah.
But along with NaNoWRIMO, for anybody who hasn't been around, I've decided to create NaNoWRIMO, in which I also promote other indie author stuff on my Instagram throughout the month, but it's like every other day. So I don't have too many, because that's a lot. So yeah, that's where we're at right now.
Mm-hmm.
Do I like that?
I've been with my mom all day, because my mom had her first eye surgery.
Dun, dun, dun.
So doing that.
Is she doing well with it?
Oh. You know, it's post-surgery.
Yeah.
But she goes, like, I'm going to take care of her most of this week, and then she goes back in 2 weeks for the other eye.
Okay.
But I feel bad holding my eyes, because I'm like suddenly so tired.
Actually, that may be what I'm looking for.
Oh.
That made it pop.
Yeah, it did.
That did. But now this is too light.
What's too light?
I feel like the text or the color behind the text is too light.
Oh.
I also just gradiented it, so I might have to just shape it again. That's like so blue. Oh my gosh. Designer woes.
I feel like I'm gonna nap for our first sprint.
Abandoned at the sprint.
Right. I'm napping.
Okay.
Yeah.
Almost there.
Oh, I did. I have done a little bit more on my journal.
Mm-hmm.
So, although it got a little, like, my pen kind of bled a little bit. So I got I finished the 23 goals. So that's the next stage of that.
Nice.
And then this is where it smudged a bit. The 23 of 2023. See how it's kind of smudgy there?
A little bit, but you can just right over
it. The ruler dragged it, and then I did my bomb book. This books will self-destruct.
I agree, Phoenix. All the pet babies need to be rescued, and Facebook knows when I'm weak, because it's like, this dog has been at the shelter for 4 years, and he's such a good boy, but nobody will take him. I'm like, I will take him.
Give me the dog.
Across the country. Has to be talked down. Tamama is here on time. Yeah, I think that is a record. Very nice. Welcome. We're going to jump into a sprint in probably a couple minutes here. So we'll start at the 10. I'll get that banner ready.
I'll spin my wheel. Oh, I need a theme. What's my theme today? What's my wheel theme?
Circus. No.
Circus?
Don't do circus. Caring for pet babies can be stressful today, but big news, it's my pup's 11th birthday. Little lad is 11 years old.
It was Lucy's birthday yesterday, her 10th birthday.
Oh, geez, all the puppies, baby.
Everybody have birthdays.
Uh-huh. Oh, happy birthday, all the puppers. Excellent. Oh, new puppy birthday. Little puppy birthdays. All right. I feel like I want the text to be higher up, but then I'd cover the snake and then it just feels so empty.
Since we're drinking blue drinks, I made it the blue theme.
Okay.
And I'm working on my TBR bag stuff, which is fine.
Bing.
I can do that.
I think we're just going to have to hide the snake.
Hi, Polly.
Stagger that a smidge. Go back to the text. Add in that initial tagline that we thought was too much. Bam, bam.
Yo, Melanie, I'm always missing the enchanted oven. I'm always missing it. They keep posting. They accidentally made a what the oh god damn it, what's the cake?
Cake. Oh, it's 10.
Pavlov? I don't know.
You have 10 seconds to remember before we jump into
I don't remember. I'll look it up, but they made one on accident and I so wanted to go buy it.
All right, we'll save this and see if I like it when we come back from the sprint.
Okay.
Boom, boom, boom. Oops, I minimized so it doesn't look interesting.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Pavlova, yeah, that's right, Polly, you got it. That's it.
Pavlova.
Got it.
Oh.
Yep. I really wanted to go get it.
Activating sprint. Ready, steady, right to the stuff. We'll be back on the 30. Go. Choo-choo! 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 We are back from our first sprint tonight. How did it go, guys? Are you all writing? Are y'all just hanging out? What you doing? It's Monday, so the Monday feels a bit difficult sometimes. I got more than expected. I do need to go check on the dogs because they're making strangely quiet. Quiet sounds. They're just being strangely quiet. But I did get 441. Interesting. Where did I copy?
Working on a bit of an organizational task, but it's a little more difficult right now.
With the shelves?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, they're chaos shelves. Do you even have to organize, or are you just decorating?
I'm doing a thing with the TBR bag at the moment.
Okay. I'll let you do that.
For a secondary task.
Oh my gosh. So Mama said when she was writing yesterday, she realized she was imagining the city layout backwards while plotting.
Oh.
Yes, that's why I think going through book 1 several times over, I had to just draw out a rough map, and then I was like, I'm making a map because I'm gonna forget where I put things.
Right.
So yeah, with the prequels, I think I'll spend more time planning things out than I did jumping into the Eden trilogy. Especially because we're going to a lot more places around the world and have a lot of different locations, a lot of different characters. Like it needs structure before it goes somewhere. But yes, yes. Need a map. I have that problem. Type that with a haha tone, but I realized it doesn't look like that. I gotcha. Thanks, just hanging out. Cool. We always appreciate that. Ian came to record audio, but Tate won't stop barking. Tatey, no. You need to give your mom a chance. I am writing book 3, so we're going to be doing sprints on and off here. Also working on some nano promos, which we have to get back to and see if we like that one I just made. 114 for Tamala. Spent a bit of time getting sidetracked. Maybe because your directions were backward. But to be fair, my mental map, I always know where east and west are. But I mess up north and south.
Sure.
And that's because as a kid, we always drove east to west to go to school. So it was always we were going up to grandma's or something, but she lived south of us, so I associated south with north because it was up.
Right.
It's a mess.
Oh, I'm the same way.
Monkey wrote almost a full page.
Right? I'm in Colorado.
Yeah.
And west is very easy for us because that's mountains. But I always say, when I was in Boulder, just because of the direction, because there's a lot of hills, I say, oh, I live up in Westminster, but it's really south.
Right.
So every time I go oh, that's down south, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. As odd as it is, explaining it in my brain, I have self-acclaimed phenomenal sense of direction.
Right.
Does not get lost. Even in places I've rarely been to. So great job, Monkey, getting back into typing. Yes, send extra kisses to the pupper. Ate. So Mama did draw a map, but still did it backwards. Well, at least you caught it in the plotting, right? Right.
Yeah.
Left, right, north, south, east, west. All those seem to confuse my brain. Fair. My husband still has to double check me when we're driving, and I'm the co-pilot for directions. Because I'll say it's right and it's actually left. So he has to double check me. So I've been extra careful recently. And like going it through in my brain, using my hands, like he's driving. I'm not going to mess him up, but he gives me a hard time. Silly boy. My brain always defaults to things being on the right. See? Yeah. Yes, I get that. I think that's part of my problem. Phoenix uses a map and somehow still messes up directional stuff. Use driver doors and passenger. Oh, driver side, passenger side. That's smart. A little extra syllables, but I think that would make sense. Who is texting? Stop. Oh yeah, we gotta jump back into this. So looking at it, do I like that color? I think we want to go a little bit. So yeah, this is the other thing I'm working on, Ian. It's one of the nano promos, just like I did for yours. I have I think 7 very roughly prepped, aka I just copied the covers over so I knew which one it was. So now we're trying to get them ready for the week. But okay, maybe that color better. Maybe we like that color better. I like the positioning better. You can read it. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. First rule of Creative Commons, don't overthink it. Don't overthink it.
Second rule of Creative Commons, overthink the shit out of it.
Continue to overthink it anyway.
Yeah.
All right, so that one is ready. Okay, so the next one up is Half a Soul. Let me also get the banner ready for the next sprint. Shorten to drive and pass. Yeah, there you go. So you got a system. It works.
I feel like my brain is so dead. This is the only thing I can actually do.
Phoenix, I highly relate to the mirrors confusing my brain, because being on these streams and trying to gesture while like looking at where I'm gesturing in the camera, Lord, you've seen me struggle. I don't even have to explain how bad I'm doing at that. I think we'll jump into the next sprint here on the 40, which gives us like 2 minutes and change. So let's try to navigate this Half a Soul. So I think we're gonna pull out from this yellow color. No, I kind of want the silver. I kind of want the silver. Do I want the silver? Shoot, do I want the silver? Let's see what this color does. Might be too much. Oh, okay. All right. We're gonna go with this. We're gonna go back to that silvery color. Ooh, that's a darker one. And we're gonna position this where we need it to go. We're gonna be smart. We're gonna create a pattern. Do one of these. Drop that opacity down for the darker silver. Boom, boom, boom. We're gonna give this a try. I don't know why my brain thought this was a good idea, but we're gonna give it a try because we have less than a minute before we come back to this. I kind of like that. That could also work. Because then I can show the other companion novels on the bottom. Ooh. Ooh la la. Oh la la. Oh, half a soul. I'm gonna have to pick different text for that. And that will come over here with her description. And then we'll put the other books kind of down here. So that'll be... Does Olivia Atwater have an Instagram?
I don't know.
Oh no, my source of information doesn't know. That's okay. I will Google it when we come back.
There's a chance of it, I would say.
Probably. All right, so we're going to jump into this 20-minute sprint so y'all can get some writing done or get some other things done or also just enjoy your life because there's not enough of that. So we'll be back at 9 o'clock or whatever on the hour. I'm going to grab some hot cocoa and then come back and write. See you in 20.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. I only got 231 because I investigated the puppers' silence.
Sure.
Wrong tab. 11. I got green tea instead of hot cocoa because someone's got to make a dent in this freaking caramel corn. And it may have to be me.
Well,
It's just so sweet.
it's a bit of a struggle bus, and I'm kind of regretting choosing to do this, but now that I started, I can't stop.
You can't stop this obsession.
Really, really, really can't.
Right? Those are the colors for my junior high. That's all I can see. That's fair. We're not committed to it yet. We're going to come back to it. How are the puppers? Well, how are you guys? Are you guys wanting some popcorn? Is that that why we're suddenly all friendly and, you know, sitting here silently begging? What's going on? Look at that guilty face. Look at that guilty face. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you. You precious little baby. You're not getting any. You don't like A, the sweet ones, and B, you had jerky treats, you had dinner sticks, we just did the medicine, so you had your peanut butter. You don't need none. Yeah. He's literally just watching the bowl.
There are certain books on here you think would be super easy to find, and yet.
Good luck. Lena was trying to participate in 3 sprints at the same time, but has written 11:27 since starting the stream. Awesome. That's double what I've written so far. Excellent. Good job. Thanks for watching a YouTube video.
In 2 days.
Actually work really well with the background. Oh, but when I came on to signal the end of the sprint, it totally confused them. My bad. Enjoyed the feeding the ducks. 2:33 for Tamama, reorganize some paragraphs. Don't overthink it. You can always come back and edit later. Just the only thing saving me, probably like come back on. The only thing saving me this nano is kind of approaching it like Create-a-thon, where I'm not going above and beyond every day because I know I have to do it every day. So I'm forcing myself to stay on pace. And then literally I will, add something later and be like, oh shoot, we got to go back. And instead of going back, I'll just put a note in the Google Drive that this thing happened instead. And we keep going. We keep going like it was always a thing. Because I need to get this rough draft out.
Yeah.
Preferably before I have to do some extra reading at the end of the year. I know, he's like, I heard you need some help with the caramel. Yeah, anything that comes out of a bag, he wants it. Because treats come out of a bag.
Well, yeah.
Right? Your treats come out of a bag. All in a bag. Baby boy. A, please don't drool on my new shirt. No. No. The cat is also using Tamama as a bridge to get closer to the treat jar. Oh. Pup snapping on my feet. Yeah, Lena, you're kicking butt. You are for sure kicking butt this fine Monday. It's very rambly, and I was trying different ways of writing the scene, plus I wrote notes to myself. So that counts. It's words. Words during the nano count. It counts. Every word. Yeah, every word counts. Every word. Perfect. Excellent. So we're all caught up in the chat. You're not getting any, boy. Like, I sat here for 5 minutes while I was typing, and I didn't grab any, so they settled and laid down. And now it's, oh, Mom had one. We didn't get ours.
What the fuck are these? God damn.
You're begging the wrong person. You just burp. You do not need anything if you're going to be burpy boy. No, you don't. You were drooling everywhere. Okay, we're going to just put the popcorn away. We're not even going to try. We're not even going to try. Sorry, it's going away. There it is. Bye-bye. All gone. All gone. All right, so back to figuring out this one. First, I need the actual correct synopsis, so I know what word spacing I need. I'll do that one. And oopsie. Pop it in the text. Pop it in the text. Bold.
If I find this one card, I'm going to do a different tactic for this.
All right, now the question. Does Miss Olivia have an Instagram? Olivia. If not, I can just put like a website or something. Instagram? Question mark. Is this the same person? Did you write the books? This is all just not about your books, so I don't know if that's you. Oh, that's a Twitter. I don't care about Twitter. It adds too much drama.
So much
Atwater author. Olivia Atwater author. This looks like a promising tag. Yep, that's got the scissors. This is her. We're following her. So then we can tag her. Buddy, need my hands.
You have them.
So we're gonna put in at Olivia Atwater author, even though she doesn't necessarily seem active on there. But does have a website, as we should. As we should. Ooh. There's the Latchkey and Long Shadow, and we already knew about 10,000 Stitches.
Yep.
Mm.
I know about them.
I want them all.
This is what I'm mad about though. Now that it's traditional, I was worried they're not gonna be the same ones as before to match. I don't know if their size is the same.
On her website, the only one that is different is one that she wrote with Nicholas, and that's a matter of execution.
My God,
which looks pretty nice. Look at all this beautiful branding. Look at it. Look at it in this ugly yellow. Ugh, we're gonna change that yellow. I think maybe we'll dip into this green, but we're gonna like mute it. Whoops. That feels better. Because green is a better color. Okay, so we need to make these all smaller. Don't cry. You're not getting any popcorn. I know these tactics. I taught them to you.
Why does mother no longer love me? What do I do to deserve such treatment?
He's a silly boy. He's a silly boy, bug boy. No. Sneaker. They already know that I have to be the one to let you out in the morning when you have belly bubbles. They already know that. You don't have belly bubbles right now because you're not getting bad foods. So step. All right, so now if we want to lay out the books like that, we need to mess with this text a bit. So when we check the chat, show. Ian's gone to 2 schools where gold and green were the colors. Oof. My high school was like navy and gray. I think that was the official. It's like some kind of darkish blue with the silver grayish. But around the area, there's a bunch of green and yellow ones. It is a nice cover, and it is such an enjoyable read. And like, if you need a refresher, this one was just it's in my top 2, if definitely top 3, possibly top 2 books this year, or at least indie books, because it made me so happy. And it was just so, like, very much like a Howl's Moving Castle vibe, which, yes, I like that much better. Cool, we are going with this green. I guess we just need to update this here. Maybe I can copy this out and move that into a different.
You know what? I kind of super hate that this here is where everyone fucking has to meet and be loud, and I'm like not in the mood to listen to all of their laughter and shit. Like I'm feeling sick again, and I don't want to, but I'm.
That's too much.
Just like so not in the mood for children right now.
Oh, are they trying to say hi to Mom?
No, they're just all right outside of my apartment because the most popular child lives right next door to me.
Oh.
And they're all there, and they're all just like screaming and running around and banging on the railings and shit. And I'm just like, I'm not in the mood for this at all today.
The answer is no.
Yeah, I'm quite.
Flip horizontal. Oh, wrong flip. Edit, transform, flip vertical. So now I need to banner down here. we're gonna do. Can we do? I think maybe we'll do the green. We'll try it on the green. Oh, you're behind stuff? Oh, that's why. Possibly need to move these guys up a little bit. I will at least say I am thoroughly enjoying like promoting everybody else's stuff.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier than promoting my own stuff.
Sure.
For sure. For sure. Now that kind of looks weird. I think it just needs to be wider. This section. I don't know how this is going to look. I don't have a history. Bear with me while we experiment. Bear with me. We're messing with the colors. Now we have a shape. Put that in the yellowish. Maybe. This can either go very well or very not. Yeah. Yeah, that's very white down here now. I think we do need to bring in her thing back. Oops. Wow, that was not a word. Oh boy. Make that hellish moment.
Phoenix is really liking all the covers. They're very pretty.
Ooh, they are super pretty. And we're going to use this purple one to put her info name thing because it pops and it's pretty purple. It's a very pretty purple.
And yeah, I'm jealous of you, FedEx, honestly, for getting to have a whole house. I don't think I'll ever be in a position where I'll have a house.
Speaking as someone else who also has a house,
yeah, I know. Got struggles.
It's got so many struggles.
I just want to be left fuck alone and not
fair. Fair. All right, so Strange Gods is on deck for the next Nano promo. Super pretty covers. Oh, yeah, an Adobe house would like. I love the idea of living out in the country with nobody around, but I'm also a person of convenience, and I hate having to go far away to like go shopping or. Not that like I go out regularly, but we have to go once a week. So would it be the worst thing? No. Could I have more dogs? I would definitely try. I enjoyed my apartments in Japan, but again, that was sadly no dogs.
Yeah.
No Terry.
It was so much quieter though. Oh my God, I miss the quiet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Sharing walls and floors or floor/ceilings, not great. Not great.
Oh, children, they're so loud. As soon as I got home from everything, all of my energy got sapped out of me. Just absolutely nothing. And on my way here, I was like, okay, we got this to do, we're gonna do some stuff. And I'm just absolutely drained right now. And I'm really upset about that because I want to do more than just this dumb task. That's really dumb. By the way, the thing I'm doing right now is dumb, but apparently
Can I guess what it is?
What?
Are you taking your cutout TBR cards so you can find them easier on the shelves?
No, so I'm
having like 2 sets.
This is my method of confirmation that every book on that shelf actually has a card. And then I'm also emptying, because I haven't gone through the TBR bag in a bit, so I'm taking out anyone that I've now I'm unhauling, or that is on the current TBR, or I've already read, and just kind of trimming it down for the new year kind of thing, so that it's a fresh. Yeah. But I should have done this. I should have done this all a different way to make it easier. But I mean, it's all out of order, so there's no easy method.
No way. Yeah, there's no way for you to even like structure.
So my new method, what I was doing is I was literally just pulling the card and looking for it on the shelf, and that was taking too long. So instead, I'm going to alphabetize these cards so that I can just go one by one on the shelf and be like, oh, this is where that card would be in the alphabet, should it exist.
Also smart.
So that's my new method as I alphabetize these.
I guess in the future, you could go through your TBR bag and pull off said books if you ever have to, when you have to reorganize your shelves. If you do like another restructuring, of course. And then you'll be left with the books that don't have TBR cards.
Here's the double reason why this is stupid. Technically, I track this in my Excel sheet if I've made a card for them. So I shouldn't need to do this necessarily.
Yeah.
But
oh, time for a sprint.
Is it?
Getting all comfy here with my. See, it was a dual flavor, cheese and caramel corn. I really just want the cheese ones, so that's also part of the struggle. So I just want the cheese ones.
Yeah.
Okay, but we are gonna jump into a sprint here. 20 minutes on the clock. To come back and talk about rural living,
Cool.
TBRs, and popcorn. See you at 4. QQ. 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 Caramel corn. QQ. Pups have gone downstairs, so I'm allowed to eat a little bit before they realize what's going on.
So based on these cards,
Mm-hmm.
what do you guys think is the most common letter for a surname? Because it's very evident right now just based on the card distribution.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think? What letter of the alphabet do you think is the most common as I add another one to its pile?
S.
Yeah, it's right.
Yep.
S.
Man, I've been on point with guessing for your stuff.
So yeah, S, H, and E, I think, are the top three, and K's. I've really just taken the cake on these. There's another S.
Very nice. Let me close it better. Back to living remote, rural. That word's hard to say. Rurally, out in the country. Tamama had a neighbor in Georgia that spent a lot of time wondering if she was gonna get, if Tamama was gonna get shot through the wall because she just did run holding her gun. Great. Reasons people suck. You can afford a house in many rural small towns. But there's a trade-off. Your neighbors might prefer red baseball caps. Well,
See, I don't like people telling me, "Oh, you can afford it here." Like, no, I can't. I can't afford shit, guys.
Yeah, we've put too much into our current house that we're dying here, or at least we will have to be unable to go up and downstairs most likely before we, aka my husband, will consider moving.
Sure.
I'm a moving fanatic, and I'm just like, oh, that house. But yeah, monies. Lena did not mark where she started, but she did write the words. Tom got 250. I have the hiccups. I don't know how I feel about this scene I've been writing, but I did get 555. A best sprint yet today. I don't know. It may not be as messy as I think it is. When I reread it, it may be worse. But regardless, I have already committed that book 3 will get extra developmental time because I want to make sure it is great ending to the best of my abilities.
Sure.
Oh no, the pups have come back. Hide the popcorn. Yeah. The area that my mom lives in, which was the house my grandpa built, it's not in a great area of town, but the neighborhood is really quiet. It's almost like a small pocket of okay. Or you went to my mom's house when you were here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and she has a huge yard.
Yeah.
Which is hella maintenance.
Yeah.
But it's a nice little ranch house. And, I think it's proportioned well. I would be fine inheriting it and kind of adapting that into like a puppy retreat. Hashtag goals, save all the shelter dogs. Or like the old dogs that are like on their way out. I feel like it would just be terribly heartbreaking, but also like live your best days. So if I can survive what is to come. You are never allowed to die. Never. Never. Look at me. Never. There are less than 100 people up where Mama lives. It barely qualifies as a town. Wow. When you've been in rooms with more than 100 people and your town has less than 100 people, that is quite small. It's almost like I don't want to have the possibility of knowing that many people because there's not enough people to distract from knowing each other. It's not good. Also, we need to write our word counts in our journal. Hey, Trey, you, Mr. Man, we have discussed this. On the streams, I need both hands. Okay, I'll pet you and I'll write with this hand. You've convinced me. I am easily I'm very easily Tundra, feed me the words. My mouth wants just to say hungover, and that is incorrect. I am very easily convinced. Just doesn't. I mean, it's the right word, but it's not what I want. Total word count for the day so far is 1,227. So at least 400 more. Would love to hit 2,000 again, just because. Whoopsie. That seems to be a nice, consistent pattern, with the exception of day 2, where I was like 350.
Sorry,
don't you bump me. Don't you bump me. Don't you bump me. I felt that. You almost made the words go boom.
Sorry for not being very proud.
You're good.
My brain, man.
You have every right to be distracted.
It just wants to turn the hell off. Like, I don't normally go to bed early, considering it's only 7:47, but I'm like, yo.
You're like,
maybe we go to bed early.
Might be over.
Yeah.
Less than 1,000 around Phoenix, but less than 300 in the next village where they were at first. In the small town in Oregon that they lived in was about 1,100 people near a touristy area, working on becoming more touristy when they had to sell and move. And then 786 for Tamama to hit today's word goal. I need my arm. I'm getting you pats. Help me.
No.
I understand. I was at work. I understand. You can't stop me now.
Can't stop me now.
I mean, I am 300 ahead of today's mapped goal, but I still would like to get a bit further, since there's no reason I can't write over the weekend, because Saturday is the official release, but I have not planned anything except for Tundra getting a bath and a haircut. So probably streaming. Ow!
Okay, I've also discovered that in the M category,
yes,
if you want to be a popular writer, make yourself have the last name of Meyer. Everyone has the last name Meyer.
I'm a Miller.
Nope, that don't count. I mean, no, Miller works too. There's a couple Millers on my bookshelves, aside from you.
What's this? What is this? You bringing dirt into this house? Yeah, I know you are. Yeah. Just that dog feeling.
Buddy.
You know, he just wants. I get it. I don't blame him. He deserves the attention. I'll have to make more effort to just. Well, I love on you a lot, bud. I love on you a lot. And you. But you kind of go off and do your own thing, so little different. It's too dark and cold out for what you really want. At least by myself, I know. Here, or Oregon. I was gonna say Orlando. Oregon is super conservative outside Portland.
Oregon.
Lived in Portland for years and moved about an hour outside of it towards the coast. They liked to, I think red is we're missing a letter, wear red baseball caps there too, but at least I was close enough to Portland. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't really need too much interaction with people that I don't choose or have chosen me.
Like, I'm literally having a conversation right now on the text, just because this person I know is about to go on a trip. And I was like, do you want to hang before you go? Because they're going to be gone for like 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
You want to hang out this weekend. Problem is, our work schedules, like I'm a Monday, Friday, and theirs is a little bit more erratic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, we can meet for lunch, and I'm like, I work far out in Aurora, buddy. I don't think that's a good idea. And maybe he's like, maybe the evenings, and I'm like, I could probably sacrifice an evening just because I hate going out after work when I'm already working all day, But I'm realizing I'm gonna have to sacrifice. Like, I've put myself in such a comfortable independence that it is now detrimental to an actual social life.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like I don't need to have people. I'm good doing my own because I've created this little lifestyle for myself where
people come to us.
Yeah, well, like, I can do everything I need. All the interaction I need is right here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have. I mean, it's nice when I can hang out with Lena and Ian or Sammy or them, but we're all chill with just hanging online. So when I'm bringing a new person into my circle,
mm-hmm.
and they're not like necessarily a very online person, or we don't have that necessary connection just yet, and it's like everything on forming this friendship is gonna depend on actually when I'm like already just such a bundle of stress with everything else here, or with my mom. Yeah,
I think they'll appreciate it.
But it reminds me, like, this is not like saying like this is my one true love kind of situation. And I wanted to tell this person this thing, but I was worried about freaking him out. But like, so at my sister's wedding,
mm-hmm.
in Ireland, one of the things that she said in her vows actually like really stuck with me, because my sister, like, we're all very independent people. My sisters and I all are very chill on our own. My sister had kind of resigned herself to that like lonely life, but she had her cat, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it was half joke, half very real statement where she started the vows with, okay, so people who like saw our relationship, everyone always says you were competing against my cat for like attention and time, right? You're competing against my cat when really you were competing against me. And that's a very, like, if I'm ever gonna be in a position to be in a relationship, they're not fighting for my attention over like for Mambo. They're not fighting Mambo, they're fighting me, because I am so comfortable in
created around yourself.
The solitude. Well, like, it's not necessarily solitude, like I don't need to be with another person in the same space. I can be with them online. I can just not. I have so many tasks and crafts and things that I do to keep myself very busy and almost distracted from the point that I don't have an actual social life kind of thing. But like, that's where every time something like this starts happening to me, that is where I go.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I think it's a good thing because so many other people I know are very codependent, or like they lose themselves when they met a person, and it's frustrating to essentially have to sacrifice that person because they are no longer present. Whereas like, if people want to hang out with me, I'm here. I don't reach out as much anymore just because it keeps becoming, oh, we'll reschedule. Oh, I forgot. Oh, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, great. Okay. I'm only setting my time away for you, but But now we got the puppies, and yes, they are begging for attention all the time. That we ain't got time for people, which is fine. Right? And if anything, God forbid, happens to Dad, there's not going to be a new dad. Nope.
No, hopefully not.
No, there won't. I mean, like, so I said, like, I will do whatever I can to protect my man. But if anything ever happens to him, I don't feel the need to seek out another person. I feel at this point, especially having reconnected with all my projects, it's kind of like, okay, now I got some more me time. So, just the facts. Just the facts. Oh, rubbing the ears is what really get. Okay. Can we do one more sprint, bud? You guys have to go potty? And go outside? Okay. I'll take you guys out and try to come back and write. Okay? And then you guys gotta chill out for a little bit so I can get my words in. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Promise. Pinky swear. Pinky swear. Pinky's up here. Good boy. All right, so we're gonna hop into a sprint here. I'm gonna give it a couple extra minutes since I know I have to let the dogs out. So we'll just start nowish, and then go to 20 after because it's almost 10. So it'll be 10:20 when we come back, giving us a couple extra minutes. So if you guys have fur babies, this is your designated sprint to cuddle with your fur feathered lizard babies. Also, if you have a real baby, I guess that's fine. But we will do a sprint, go do the things, and we'll be right back. Right, bud? Yeah, okay. I might have to change my sweater before it gets drooled all over. All right, so 3, 2, 1. Take care of your babies.
I think the sprint is over.
Oh, so it is. Well, QQ. We are back. Got 401. Ooh, I could have done so good then if I didn't have to puppy cuddle. Though to be fair, they also enjoy it, so.
Sure.
Ooh, we broke 12K. Ayo. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7.
I finished alphabetizing the cards. Well, sort of.
Yeah.
They're just in their piles, but they're not like officially like in exact order, but they're in order enough.
Mm-hmm. In order enough to make sense for what we need.
Yeah, for what I need to do.
Yeah. Lena just crossed 25K for Nano. Thanks for making my...
Yeah!
Lena, you killing it. And here I am being like, yeah, I hit 12K. Oh.
Well, hey, I mean, you're doing way better than I am. I haven't written in 2 days. So you're doing great.
You've been doing a lot of video stuff.
Yeah.
But you also...
upcoming video.
Have you done a 10K? Have you hit a 10K day?
Me? Or
yeah.
Lena? Yeah, I've done a 10K day.
You've actually written the 10K?
In the day?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done that a couple times.
Why do I feel like I'm never there for the end?
I don't know. Well, like, yeah. Yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah. So you could easily make up your word count.
I can. That's why I'm not putting too much on me to do it right now. But also, like, I can tell you right now, I am not in the headspace for it at all. I'm barely in the headspace for doing what I'm doing right now.
That's fair. I think the highest K day I had was 6K. So it was not necessarily the most enjoyable experience.
Well, we can do one. We can schedule a 10K day stream.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Maybe next weekend because Terry will start working on Sundays. So not
like
the 13th. That's
like this upcoming one or the one after it.
The one after the 13th.
Yeah.
You know, I'm still going to keep trying to come to the Saturday ones, but that, depending on, like, that'll be his only day off. So it may be a, like, spend time with my person day. Yeah. I'll still try to make the Saturdays.
No, that's fine. I need to reevaluate how much I'm streaming because I do think I might be getting a bit burnt out streaming and like I said, if I'm trying to fit in a new person into my life, I might have to take away a stream day.
Flex. Fennec spent most of the sprint snuggling fur babies. 105 for Tamama. Got up for a bit and the cat's being bad. Oh. Tundra, what are you doing? Okay, bye. And Yahoo! Or Wahoo! Lena. Yes.
Uh-oh. I didn't pull that one, did I? I just went through the cards of like the unhauls and just kind of made sure that I pulled all the unhauls. There are a few in here
that we did
not appear. Oh,
well,
there's one.
Sounds like Tundra's got
Found it.
Zones.
Found one.
Ooh.
That's trash. That one, I think I have a book that I was like, wait, didn't I already unhaul this? Because I definitely don't have a card for it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Very interesting.
I don't think I actually unhauled this one.
What am I at? 1628. Oh, gotta get at least one more sprint in, but we'll put down our current number just to lock in the day. This is the longest riding sprint of days of book 3. Woo! The longest sprinting days in a row before this was only 2 days.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
The max was 2,700.
I love that this is all I've done on stream.
It's a big task.
It is. You guys should have seen me yesterday. I was delirious. I filmed 7 videos yesterday and redid my shelves. And did all this other stuff.
For some of that shelf stuff.
Yeah. So I had a bit of a day. Woo!
Whoopsie.
So maybe that's just why I feel exhausted, because I did so much yesterday. And then taking care of everybody.
Oh,
I'm here.
I know, it's starting to hit me a lot harder. Because I mean, technically it's like 11:30. Right?
Right. And like, yeah, I think that's another thing is, my brain hasn't
switched.
Yeah.
But we're gonna definitely get in at least one more sprint, possibly just one more sprint, because I'm like, gotta stay up for the blood eclipse. What is that tonight?
Is that tonight? I thought it was tomorrow night, unless it's like they mean like early morning.
Blood eclipse.
I did see it.
The last one for 3 years. Oh no! It's happening Tuesday. But is that start of Tuesday or end of Tuesday? Your direction is
post midnight.
Helpful.
That's why it's technically tomorrow, Phoenix. Because it'll be the midnight thing.
Well, this Wikipedia post is already written in past tense, so I'm concerned. Because it says a total lunar eclipse took place on Tuesday, November 8th, 2022.
No, okay, November 8th. But like what time?
Wiki does not have a time, except for like a total time. Hold on. Duration totality 5 seconds longer than the previous eclipse in May. Okay, there's plenty of typos in this thing. On May. Let's see. Eclipse at moonset will be for this part of the
morning hours of Tuesday, November 8th. It actually says about 6 a.m. Eastern.
Oh, there's too many graphs on this. I don't understand. Time change side effects. Woo! Tonight after midnight. Oh. Unless I'm gonna get powers awakened. Is the eclipse doing anything for me? I thought it was. Yeah, we're figuring. It is tonight, transferring into tomorrow. It's at 5 a.m. where Tamama's at, so it will not be seen. East Coast after midnight. But wait, there's so many hours after midnight. I'm trying to explain that he was. That's why he's there late. No.
Yeah, 5:17 a.m. Eastern is when totality begins.
5 to 7 a.m.
The eclipse will start at 3 a.m. That's the penumbral eclipse begins. 3:02 a.m. Eastern. Partial eclipse begins at 4:09. 5:17 is totality. 6:42 is when totality ends. For Eastern, which means That's early for me.
Right. So, oh, look at the picture. There's plenty of pictures of a blood eclipse, at least. But literally, though, unless I am getting powers in this morning, I'm sleeping.
Thanks for the fact.
I shall be awakened with blood bending.
We wanted to know too, because you know.
Thanks, may or may not catch it. We'll see. No, you're good, Ian. At least you kind of woke us up. You informed us that was a thing. Yeah, Q gets all the info. I just float. Float like a butterfly, sleep like a bee. How many sleep fake puns can we do? I don't know. I'm starting to crash. I have no caffeine.
I don't like shoving some last of my Halloween candy in my mouth. Just be like, come on.
I'm trying not to have caffeine during the week, or at least like on days where I still work the next day, because I feel like I need to start waking up. And if I have caffeine, then I stay up, whether I try to go to bed or not, because I'm super sensitive. So end up sleeping in. So morning shot. Can't do it.
Sure.
Can't do it. Anywho, let's jump into our last sprint of the night.
Okay.
Yeah, hosts the crash.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. 35 to 55. Sound good?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Everybody.
Sprint.
Rock your body.
Let's do it, mama. Let's go. Get ready to sprint, y'all. And I don't know how many seconds there are, but we're just going to count down from 5, 4.
Nope, we've got 20 seconds. 15 seconds.
You brought back the dogs.
10 seconds. Now you can do your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sprint.
Boom. Choo, choo, choo. There we go. Oh my God, through the L, through the A.
All right, story time, close. Ta 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 ta. Oh, I'm 11 words short of 1,300. I have to write 11 more words, guys. I have to write 11 more words.
Do it.
Do it. Do it. Do. Oh, I gotta do it. I gotta do it.
Oh, life's so hard. This is making it a little bit faster, I will say. I'm kind of just looking at every shelf and seeing who has a last name with said letter.
I wrote exactly 11 words. I wrote exactly 11.
Job.
The last name that starts with is Zappia.
Zappia.
Yep.
What? What about it?
You said, what's a last name that starts with a Z?
No.
Oh.
It's been easy to scan each shelf that and then just looking for the letter that matches.
Yep.
That's been easier.
Oh.
I have one for Book of
Well,
Life.
ignore everything that I just said.
Ooh.
Ooh, we at 13K. We at 13K. You hear that? Oh, we're at 13K.
I need a notebook. Quick, I need a note.
2261 for today.
Book of Life doesn't have a card.
We're just having fun writing characters. The plot will come in the. I mean, there's a plot, but the like Mr. Gaiman says, make it look like you knew what you were doing in the second draft.
Right, buddy?
Okay. Whew.
You know, Zappia is not actually the last book name. I have other Z's. I believe it's Zepka now. I think Zepka. Brian Zepka has now overtaken that.
Phoenix watched more of a YouTube video. Tamama wrote 411. 270 to go. You got this, Tamama. You got this. Mute me and keep going, because you got this. You got this. Or when I hop off, keep going, and then let us know in the Discord when you get it.
Yeah.
Thanks. Tamama's Z author is Shiran Jade Zhao. Zhao.
Yeah, I've already read it, so she's not on the TBR. But now, yeah, that would be correct. But she's on the other.
That's the only Z she knows. I'm just glad that I pulled Zappia out because it does not retain author information.
You're talking to me, so.
I'm talking to you.
You're talking to me?
I'm talking to you. We're talking here.
Where the fuck did I put one of the cards? God damn it. I hate that book. I don't want to read that book.
Don't talk about books you don't want to read.
Wasn't Wuthering Heights gray? Am I looking for the wrong cover? Looking for the wrong color. I think Wuthering Heights is gray. I've been looking for brown. But it's a gray one.
Looks like I have quite a few comments to reply to.
What?
So it looks like I have quite a few comments to reply to on the latest book review.
Oh, yeah, you do. I got halfway before I was like, oh, we're streaming. But like, damn, I do not want to read that book.
No, you would not. You would be very frustrated with it even before the problematic scene.
You said the age gap. I was already out.
I know. Yeah, I was already like, oh, Q is Q can't.
And actually, on that point, get me fired up. Here we go. You said that like there are certain contexts where you're okay with an age difference, even in like historical romance or historical novels make sense. I'll say, here's my one thing. Like, I will allow that in certain books if it's like an actual, like, historically accurate, like, that's purpose is to show almost a nonfiction or accurate of like actually it can still be historical fiction, but of that time period. But the way it's wrong, where in historical romance, it's doing that and they're just doing it for the accuracy. Like, no, because what you're doing with a romance is you're trying to show like an example romance, right? Of something and lovable and stuff. But your audience is now modern, so there's no reason for you in a historical romance novel to have that age gap unless you are trying to say, hey, this is bad. Because what it's doing is molding the minds of your readers, especially a lot of times in historical of the age gap, people that are reading it. It's showing them like this is supposed to be like romance novels are in general supposed to be like, look at this beautiful romance and how healthy and happy it is, right? Not always, but like when you're doing historical fiction romance and you do that age gap, you're part of the fucking problem. Well, if you're doing it to be for accuracy's sake, and this is like, here's a real story of somebody in this time period. Yeah.
You're catching us at the end here, but
that's my one caveat to that is like,
yeah, it's definitely I think it's a case by case thing because
it is
like logically thinking through it in order for it to, like, as you say, kind of show a healthy romance. I lost a sticker.
Oh
no. There's only one that I have read outside of this that was done well, but it wasn't like a 30-year age gap. It was maybe 10.
I allow it when it's a war situation.
Right. I think it was only like 10 to 12 years or whatever, but it's so good. It's so good. And when I read it when I was younger, I did not mentally internalize that it was an age gap. Like because like I didn't really assign an age to him or like hook on to what his age was versus hers because it was relatively close.
Sure.
But he just felt like the cool older brother character anyway, so I was down for him to be the love interest.
Here's my like if it's not vital to the characters about this age difference, there's no reason to have it. To be real.
Okay. I think this is
so drastic. Why can't it be? It's slightly like I'm okay with a certain amount of years between people, but yeah,
it's case by case. Ian brings up, what about a 19-year-old and a 500-year-old, but they both look the same age? So I think this is kind of where that line gets weird because the whole immortal species thing.
It depends on how it's written for that one.
Right.
Yeah. It's about mental maturity as well. And if it's a situation of manipulation, if it's a situation, and they're both immortal. Cool. Like if they're both,
then it just falls onto, is this romance even good?
Yeah. It will depend on that. But like, for example, here, like if we want to play that game, we have the Twilight thing, where that's a huge age gap, but they both look 17. But and the romance is supposed to be portrayed as this beautiful romance that you're supposed to root for, but it's toxic as fuck, and it's bad.
Right.
So that's where, like, if Twilight had been done better, I would have shipped that. But because he is so controlling, manipulative of her, I don't buy it. But I could have if he was more supportive and just like, whatever about it. It was a lot chiller with his romance instead of being I control you situation. This is why Uprooted, Naomi Novik's book Uprooted, works for me, because that is another one that is a huge age difference because of his immortality and she's not. But their mental maturity is way more equalized and they much more respect each other by the end of it than anything. So that one works way more for me than others.
Yeah. And I think that kind of loops into like The reason Ian specifically said like the 19 and 500 year old are both immortal is because in Twilight / with the vampires, it's always like the human and the vampire. So it's like a 19-year-old human versus a 500-year-old immortal. Whereas I believe we're referencing Lightlark, because I think these ages were the ones that popped up in the reviews.
Oh.
So they're technically both, for lack of a better term, fae-ish. They're both immortal, but one is a very, very young immortal, and one is a much more mature immortal.
Yeah.
Ooh, I got it. I guess this is from Lightlark.
I will not be reading Lightlark. I got nothing on that.
But that would play into your point on emotional maturity and how they handle that relationship and what their sort of give and take is versus like a 40-year-old person and a
This is why I will never read My Dark Vanessa, because that's all about that. I absolutely hate it. Hate it when it's meant to be romantic, but it's really fucking not. And
so it is.
Here's another fun fact. Sorry, here's another fun fact for you.
You're good.
One of the reasons why my last relationship was not going to work out, because all he read was bodice rippers, and so that kind of stuff, the age difference, the manipulation, the controlling alpha male kind of mentality really shaped how he wanted a real relationship, and it warped his mind to thinking that codependency kind of crap is healthy when it wasn't, and I was never going to be that for him.
Little Taran.
Yeah, so there's that thing. Yeah. This is why I have a lot of problems with historical romance and romance genre. Even though I like good romances, but I have a lot of issues with it.
Phoenix, you called us out just in time to say goodnight and go through a Midwestern goodbye. Yeah, well, sorry.
Sorry. Now I'm fucking.
Snazzy just got home from Rome, Ohio. Sounds like a place I need to visit. Just wanted to pop in and say, hey.
Hey.
Tamama has also seen it done gross, but also one of her favorite series did it well.
Which one's that?
Yeah, one of my favorite series, but again, it wasn't a huge age gap. It was, like I said, 10 to 15-ish, but
still weird.
It's so good.
Where the fuck is Wuthering Heights? I swear to God, I'm gonna go insane. Sorry.
So yeah, I think it's more just the expression of that relationship.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Because you can have two people be the same age, or like 18, 19, whatever, 25, 26, and one have gone through a lot and be a lot more mature, and one just be that annoying person that doesn't understand how the world works.
Yeah.
And that's just not going to end up being a good relationship necessarily unless there's some growth. So, yeah, I mean,
guys,
I can say goodbye all night, but I did
go all night saying goodbye.
All night, goodbye, never end the stream. Dun, dun. The Kyokara Mao book series anime is quite.
Kyokara Mao.
That's what she's saying.
Kyokara Mao has a special place in my heart, man. Let's go to another world through a toilet. Yeah, we get flushed. Into another world. Sorry, that's literally what happens.
Is that literally the opening?
No, that's my theme song for it. But
okay.
That's why my sister and I, when I lived in Japan the first time, we started Kyokara Dork. Was our video letter series to each other, kind of like Blog Brothers.
Yeah.
Inspired because of our mutual hilarious love for Kyokara Mao.
Oh.
Yep.
We've all learned things tonight. Wrapping up.
Yeah.
I believe most everybody already has a copy of Tower of Dogs.
Oh,
if not, that's fine. Get it when you want it. If you want it, I'm not going to push it on you. But the sale is still going through the 12th, which is this Saturday. So ebook 99 cents, possibly free if I can get the sale to work correctly. And then Brain Fart, the paperback is $10 on Amazon and my Ko-fi page. But if you get it from me, it's signed and you get a bookmark, and it's great.
Yeah, which is very important.
And then book 2 officially drops on Saturday, the 12th. There'll probably be some live streams going on. I don't know. This is very different from how I released book 1. And a part of me is like, not necessarily over it. I don't want to say that. It doesn't sound right. But because I semi-published it a month early so I could get my copies, the kind of like excitement is kind of fizzled. Sure. So like we've mentally moved on. But I do want to kind of do something on Saturday. So yeah, sales going on. Book officially comes out Saturday. Definitely streaming on Friday, ?
Hopefully.
Okay, checks the schedule.
Hey, I finished the bees. It took forever. Let's see.
Checking my calendar just to make sure. Yeah, if Q is not around on Friday, I'm around on Friday, so I can at least start the sprints and whatnot for Endure for the Words.
Yep.
Whether or not there will be another pop-up live stream, undetermined at this moment. So yeah, we have that to look forward to. All right, guys. Yep, you're all saying good night. Thank you for pushing me out the door. Good night. Sleep tight. We'll see you guys soon.
Oh, but